Bobby. Hello Lisa, thank you for joining a little bit early. I had a phone call just as I was about to go live confirming an appointment tomorrow. So hello, I am here. My name is Ellen Woodbridge. I am an independent Stampin' Demonstrator in Australia. I'm on the central coast of New South Wales, which can't decide what weather it would like today. It was sunny, it was overcast, and then it was sunny again. Hey Deb, hey Bev, thanks for joining. So I've done washing today and it is not going out on the washing line, so I can leisurely do my washing and throw some through the clothes dryer and then pop some on the airer, because I don't put everything in the clothes dryer. Unlike other countries in the world, not all of our clothes are pre-shrunk ready for a dry up, because that isn't our climate and we are famous for the Hills Hoist. Hello Miss Candy, miss your face Miss Candy. I hope the move and everything else is going as well as it can. So today I am going for a take 2. So on my Tuesday live video over on Facebook, I used the Let's Go Fishing designer series paper, and we will be using that again. So on Tuesday we made this card using 2 of the patterns, and we threw in Phrases for All and the Bottled Happiness stamp set, because I am in need of some masculine cards. So I made one. One is better than none, and I'm okay with that. Hello Jody, thank you for joining. So I stumbled across something somewhere because I was frantically looking for a project that I found out is 13 years old, and I had to find it on my phone with a friend. We were talking about Christmas decorations for Christmas in July class, and I made something, and I looked on my blog. It wasn't on my blog. I looked on Instagram, because I swore it was on Instagram. It wasn't on Instagram. I found it on the camera roll on my camera. And I shared it. It was wonderful. It was using scraps of designer series paper, or strips of designer series paper. So it was a great use it up kind of project. And I did help my friend, but I swear we spent about an hour trying to find it between the two of us, searching all these things on YouTube. Not on YouTube, because I didn't make it on here, on Google. So do you guys make Christmas decorations? Because I normally make something to give to friends. I think I've run out of time the last couple of years, but I think it all originated for teacher gifts when the kids were in daycare and preschool and in school, that I made teacher gifts. Last year, is teacher gift there? Where is it? That little apple there was a bought teacher gift last year as Lavender finished school. And then because I just stumbled across this amazing apple, I'm going to show you. I didn't make them. I bought them. It's a polystyrofoam apple that has been mosaiced. So I got this for the favourite teachers and one of the office ladies as well. And then Lavender changed her mind and said, I don't want this teacher to get one. And they ended up not being very nice at the end of the year. So I scored one. So I was happy. It's like, I teach card making. I'm a teacher. I can have an apple. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Thank you. Oh, Deborah. Sorry. Thank you for joining. So, yes, I am on the lookout for a gift. So please tell me if you make decorations or gifts during the holidays besides cards. Cards are a gift in itself, but I do something besides a card. I've made many things over the years. I've done punch art angels, I've done punch out Santas in a box. I've done like triangle decorations that also work well as a tag. I've done many things. Many things. So let's flip around because have an idea. I did get very sidetracked there. Have an idea to use the paper. Now, if you haven't heard yet, and I'm so sorry if you haven't heard, this Let's Go Fishing Designer Series paper and lots of our other Designer Series paper in the annual catalogue and the online exclusive is 15% off until the end of the month. So if you would like some, I would recommend buying some now and getting 15% off. And for all my American friends, don't forget free shipping day is still free shipping day for you guys. Free shipping day was yesterday. If you missed it in Australia or you're watching this on the replay, my American friends still have a couple of hours for free shipping. I know it won't help me and you won't be buying off my store, but I still want you to save on shipping because I know especially in America shipping is ridiculous, and you do pay a pretty penny for shipping. So let's flip around and we can get started because I will be doing a bit of cutting today. I have an idea to use lots of these patterns but in a very small way. Very good, Jody. Jody, I never realized you were a demonstrator. So I have learned something brand new today. So there you go. Oh, hello, Miss Margine. I think I missed you coming in. Sorry, this is just a little tight. Okay, how are we going here? I need to zoom out just a titch and then, oh yes, it did being the end of the quarter for us people as demonstrators. It certainly did. I will go turn off my light, and just in case everyone's wondering why it's so quiet in my house, I am home alone. They left at 10:30 and I don't have to pick Owen up till 2:15, but I'm home alone. This like never ever happens. So we're going to have a very loud party and no one is going to care that we're being very loud and obnoxious. And by us, I mean me being loud and obnoxious, and you guys will just encourage me. Joe, did I what? No, I didn't know you were a demonstrator. So there you go. But yes, I did a small-ish order yesterday. I had to replace some blends, and I had somehow blanked on a die set that I've wanted since before the catalogue went live, and I finally purchased it yesterday. So I'm very happy about that. Now, I just had an idea. Circle, I think squares are going to be better for masculine cuts. So I already have some used pieces here, so I don't need these. I plan on using every piece of the Designer Series paper. So I'm just going to grab everything out and I'm going to cut them down to smaller squares and then arrange them on a card in a whimsical way, add a sentiment, and our card shall be done. Now, I do need to kind of decide on a size, and I'm going to grab a ruler here that also has inches. So if I went, inch squares work, and that's 2.5 centimeters. I think if we go inch squares, and we see how we go from there. So either an inch or that lands like right on 2.5 centimeters. Okay, trimmer. Now, I don't need to use all the patterns, but I want the choice of having all the patterns because choice is a good idea. So love this wood grain. And then we're going to have a choice of an A side or a B side. So just go for, and I may even, like, you know, because I can, cut 2. So then I think we can, everyone saw that. That scrap is, okay, turn it around, cut down, don't cut up. And if you cut up, make sure you're holding the paper down with the trimmer arm. Otherwise, you get a very angled edge. So I think I have, yes I do, I have a little dish and I'm just going to pop these in the dish when they are done. Okay. So this way we may use some fish as well, but they won't be the feature as such. So I'm just going to cut this way and you guys can see what I'm doing here. Sometimes I cut at the top. So by holding down the trimmer arm, there is a place for your fingers. No, that's not wanting to work today. There we go. So I just hold it near where the paper is, and that helped immensely. Hello, Ida. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I was thankful for my for my customers that took advantage of free shipping day yesterday. So that's always a bit helpful. Okay. I'm now looking at them and thinking an inch looks rather small, but we'll get there. It's all good. Okay, so which way? I suppose it doesn't matter with this one because it's just got fishing poles or fishing rods. Hey Shari, how are you? Okay, so what I tend to like to do is I don't like having a whole little piece in here. I like being able to leverage a whole piece in the machine, if that, in the, up onto the lip of this. So see, rather than having it that way and then having all this that I can move or stuff like that, I like having all of it supported and cutting off what I need. I'm hoping that makes sense. It's just something I do, and if I need more of these squares I can certainly grab more as required. Now I must remember that this base cardstock is vanilla because I wasn't thinking about it on Monday and I did use white. See, these lures are a bit cute and I think in a small format they may look more like bugs than lures, even though there's a hook on them. I don't know. What do you think? Do they look, I'll show you close up. Do they look more like lures or do they look like bugs? I think they're cute. They're nice and colourful. So this is where you can very easily add colour into the project if we use this design as it is. Because you've got a little bit of, let's have a look here. You've got Calypso Coral in here, the Boho Blue, Petal Pink. Yeah, you've got a few colours that you can definitely use. Okay, And I'm putting my scraps directly into my little scrap clear envelope that belongs in here, so then nothing goes in the bin. Now this has just vanilla lures on it on the mossy meadow background, but I actually like the diagonal stripe. It's a fantastic more masculine design. It adds interest. Diagonals always add a nice amount of interest. Well, I don't know if I'm going to use a fish, but I do get where you're going, Candy. Yes. I don't know if I will use the fish, because I did say on Tuesday's video, I really don't think I have a lot of fishing people in my life, as nor does my mum, who often comes and reads my my cards. I know I've still got a lot of golfing cards left, and I feel like I'm giving the golfing people the same cards. So see how this fish design is a little bit bigger? So when I cut the 1 by 1, it may not look like fish, but we will see. Hello, Miss Carol. Nice to see you live. Okay. So that check just looks great like that. But you can see just from that strip, you're not going to get a very fishy. So I definitely think I will be using this side over the other side, and we will have to choose a sentiment set. Something that isn't too, I say the word flowery, but I mean not too feminine. Okay, so that's all 6 of the papers I have 1 by 1s out of. Wish I had a punch, would have made that process a heap easier. I was about to say another word, but I'm not. So on, what day was it? Monday, Tuesday, we used phrases for all. I'm just checking. Let's go shopping. Yeah, see, that's a bit cursive, that let's go shopping. I'm not sure that's the look I'm going for. And the Cheerful Daisies, I don't know. Actually, the Cheerful Daisies one, it's a handwriting. It's not meant to be cursive. You know, it's got more of that handwriting look. So wishing you the brightest birthday. That might work. Okay, there are no sentiments in bird's eye view. Something fancy is very fancy and doesn't, although it does have that little happy birthday. So 2 choices, whether we use, actually, if I remove the trimmer, I didn't want to use phrases for all. So do we use this block happy birthday from Something Fancy, or the larger one from Cheerful Daisies, or I could do 1 card of each, because you know that is always an option. And at the moment I have lots of sets that don't have sentiments. I do have a sentiment stamp set coming my way, 1 of each. I've also, Biggest Wish is something I feel like I use all the time. I feel it might actually be a little big for what we want. I also have, now this is an oldie but a goodie set, I also have the Happy Birthday in Artistically Inked. Cheerful Daisies. Right. Hey Dawn, how are you? Nice to see you. Depending on how we go, I'll leave Artistically Inked out as a possibility to use. Okay. So you like Cheerful Daisies, Lisa. Okay. So what I want to maybe do, I'm thinking, now this says it has pecan pie and pebbled path. Now we all know I love pebbled path. Pecan pie is a lot warmer than just, I'm just not sure it will. I'm just grabbing out these. See, it goes with that one, but I'm not really sure. No, it's a little bit too warm of a brown for what I'm going for today. I kind of like the idea of using a single card base. See, this is a lot cooler of a brown. Suddenly I've got very thirsty. So this is definitely pecan pie. I do have the piece under there. So I do a lot of this. This is definitely pecan pie. Not pecan pie, pebbled path. And this one goes nicely. So I think the pebbled path is going to win for what I am thinking of. And this means I am going to pop this in half, grab my bone folder, so just make sure this is all here, right, just give this because I want it to sit very flat while I assemble these on there. This is lifting up a little bit, but it is actually not going to hinder what I do. Now, the other thing I might like to try, so I've got one of this, and just having a look, boho blue, calypso coral, a misty moonlight one may work. Misty moonlight. It's lucky these are all papers that are in my arm's reach and I don't have to get up. I think this will go quite nicely as well. I just wanted to do something different other than using like a very vanilla base. So and I love Misty Moonlight. It's not super dark, it's not super light, because the boho blue, I will do a bit of a comparison for you because it's such a new colour. The light is boho blue and the dark is Misty Moonlight. They are great friends and they do pair together very well. Hi Sharon. I purchased them off of Amazon and they are, oh no, sorry, then they are purchased off Amazon. And I can certainly share the link in the description box. If you give me 2 seconds, I may even be able to very quickly grab that link and pop it in the description box, because I do think that was a tour. That was the unboxing. Now, I actually think they have gone up. They have gone up significantly in price since I bought them many years ago, but I'm happy to share the ones I use, and then that gives you an idea of other things you may search for. Okay, bim, delete. Save. Okay, Sharon, if you refresh, that is in the description box. I get nothing off it. I have no affiliate with Amazon at all. It's just me sharing what I have used. So you can see how these look different on each, because I think this is what we're going to do. What's on the back of this one? Oh, that's the lures, okay. Or just the monochromatic lures. I don't mind using these ones actually. There is quite a lot of blue in the lures, but I don't think they're going to look particularly lurish. I do actually like, rather than using the map, I kind of want to use the waves. So I'm just popping them on here. One I'm going to use, so this wave, because there's so much blue, I'm going to flip over and have the map. Just going to see which map shows more detail. They show about the same amount of detail. And then this one I'm going to put here. So you can see how the same patterns, except for one, look very, very different on each. So I think I'm going to be boring and use Pebbled Path for my sentiments because it's just such a great colour. And we are going to stamp onto very vanilla.
Could you try again?
No, I can't because I wasn't actually talking to you, Siri.
I'm not sure I understand.
Annoying thing, I tell you. Annoying. Okay, so we're going to start with the daisy. I'm going to pop that back so I don't lose it. And wishing you the brightest birthday. So I'm not sure what I'm going to cut these out with, so I'm probably going to look like I'm going to waste a whole lot of paper, but I promise I won't. And if I do, it's only scraps, because as you can see, I have previously used this. I know what I want to cut this happy birthday with, and that is in the matching die set. Okay. Perfect. Oh, love, love, love. Just quickly half wipe that off and grab my chamois. Now, I have recently had to change my chamois again. It went mouldy again, not as quickly. Oh, that's very, very hard. I will give this a spray. It is rock hard. I'm going to give it a spray with some distilled water and give it a rehydrate. And then we can hopefully clean my stamps at the end of the video. Okay, so that has now been sprayed. I just need to give it a little bit of time to soak in and make this fairly thick chamois hydrate. So I'm going to close that up, put it to the side. I'm going to get out this happy birthday, which is here. And I was going to use the same block, but I'm not. Okay. Okay, and this one can go here. That's stamped beautifully as well. And close the ink pad. Hello, Donna and Dawn. How are you? I know only Donna said hello, but generally Donna and Dawn are watching me together on the big TV, if I remember correctly. Okay, so let's bring over, or do I use them in this class? Okay, I'm using them on the weekend. So what I actually want is this one on an angle for my happy birthday. And I do wonder if I can use one of these for wishing you the brightest birthday. Let's see. Let's see. that one does actually work quite nicely. So one die set, 2 stamp sets and 1 pack of paper. That actually isn't too bad, and these are fairly reproducible as well. Oh, David has left some phone at home because it's ringing. Okay, so just let me cut these down so we can use them in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I don't even think this piece is worth keeping, but I shall. And if it hangs around too long, it will go elsewhere. Okay, right, 2 dies, 2 stamped pieces. Now, if I was me, these plates would be in my kit, in my karate kit. Okay, here they are in my zipper pouch, and oops, my plates are here plus a die cut. Still have a couple more to do, but they will wait. I was doing some computer things. I was writing a blog post last night at karate. I wasn't actually crafting. Well, I was also talking to a friend while I was there, but I was definitely working at the same time. And I got it all done before I came home, which was perfect. So I've just lined up this die, perfect for these little words. Crank it through. Hello, Miss Shirley. Sorry, Shirley, I missed you popping in there. Okay, so we have this happy birthday, which isn't perfectly lined up, but that's okay. It will be good enough. Okay, now, and from the something fancy dies, I'm grabbing one of the other shapes. Once I've done my die cutting, I will pop them all back in, and then I know Jody is here, and she's my reminder of bling, and I've already got some bling ideas going through my head. Even though David isn't here, everything in the house is still talking, so it feels like he's here, but he definitely isn't. Okay, that is going to do. No, it's not, because it moved. Great. Yep, that also looks good on my replay screen. Okay. Machine way. And I have that sentiment. I'm going to pop these dies away because we all know what may happen. I'll lose them or they'll fall on the floor. And so far today, nothing has fallen on the floor. And I have not needed to grab my pickup tool to retrieve anything, which is great. Okay, so they are all away. A very, very versatile die set with the 4 different shapes, and this does well for some sentiments as well, the hexagon. Okay, someone definitely wants to talk to David because they're ringing again. And I'm not going to answer because I don't even know what phone is ringing. Okay, so now we've just got to decide which one on which colour. Now, something I could do, I could also mat these. Ooh, there's an idea. I could grab out a smaller piece of vellum and then arrange the squares on it. Because that would add interest. Even though I know I kind of like that they'll be simple like this. Do I arrange our squares on a piece of vellum? This is my question. So, this is what we've got so far. It's not where they're going, but I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just going to put our 2 sentiment sets to the side. No vellum either. Ooh, that might be an unpopular decision, but maybe I can do one with vellum, one without. Emboss the vellum. Emboss the vellum with what, Corinne? That could work. Sorry, I'm also keeping an eye on the time. Because I have a 2 p.m. meeting. That will end up being a partial car meeting, but that's okay. So I think I want to put these on some dimensionals. These are going to be flat. These are going to be on dimensionals. Just to give the card some interest, dimension, and also texture. Gives the card some fantastic interest. Maybe a coordinating colour. So this one I could use boho. This one I could use grey granite. I'm just, you know, I'm just shooting in the breeze here. I don't have any super grand ideas. Actually, I'm going to pop this back down and I'm going to use an edge here. So I'm going to cut it there. This is what the edges are really good for. They are fantastic to put behind these long ones. Hello, Sandy. How are you? You are kind of late, but there is always or the stucco looking one, that the hashma. Oh yes, yes. And you know I've got both of those Corinne, so that was really good. I love Las Vegas. I haven't been there since I was a young teenager, so I haven't been able to enjoy it while I've been of age and able to be on casino floors, but I did enjoy it. I remember my friends did not like me because I watched American 90210 while I was over there, and I said this happens and that happens and blah blah blah. They're ringing David again. And yeah, I would stamp. I don't have a fish, so I can't do that, Donna. Yes, that could also work, Donna, but I just want the designer series paper to sing, so I am going to try one card with the vellum, and then if I like it enough, I'm going to do it on the second card. So non-embossed, but embossing would be a great idea. To the side. Okay, so I want to go 9. Yes, 9. Right there. Okay. Yeah, no, but look, I didn't buy the fish because, as I said before you popped on, Donna, I don't have any fisher people in my life, and that's okay. So I'm just going to grab a piece of cardstock No, actually, I'm going to use my silica mat. I just need to be able to see on the vellum. So there we go, we can see on the vellum. So this is going to give me a really good placement. I think I'm going to stick this down first and then kind of, maybe not, maybe not. So I kind of want them like staggered. Maybe, no, it's got two patterns. Maybe I want that there. Then this here. I don't know, it's looking rather full. Not looking quite as whimsical as what I was thinking. Or do I put 3 along the bottom? Because that really works, having 3 along the bottom. And then like, I know I want some air space. So kind of want some breathing space, but I want these to appear to be slapped down as well. It doesn't help that the vellum really wants to curl. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. And I'm not going to use wet glue. I am going to use Stampin' Seal. Whoop. So I'm going to do the 2 edge ones first. So then I can just line up the one in the middle a little bit easier. So I don't think this looks very fishy or fishing. Okay. I think I'm glad I didn't whatchamacallit, emboss it. Otherwise, I think it may have been like really busy. Where this way, the busyness is the designer series paper, as I kind of wanted. Okay. Do you know what? I think I'm going to, no, that one kind of is quiet in between the 2 patterns. So I'm going to cheat this time. I'm going to put, no, it's not going to work for me. Doesn't want to do what I want. And okay, now it doesn't matter which way I put this. Oh, kind of does help being a little bit more centered than that. Okay. This one is actually a little low, so I can bring that up in line with the other two. Does not unstick from my finger, guys. Okay, that looks a little better. And what I'm thinking is, I don't do haphazard very well. If you can just let things sit there and be haphazard, I'm so happy for you. It just, my brain goes, there needs to be some type of uniformity to it. So here, what I kind of want to do while I get glue all over my hands is taper on it. They say it won't be as messy as wet glue. They lie. Oh, so this is the Let's Go Fishing Designer Series paper that I've cut into 1-inch squares, and I have literally just added it, and I'm arranging it on this Designer Series paper. Need some masculine cards, so that's what I'm doing. But yes, please do watch the replay, Sandy, because I go through and I show all of the paper. But as I was saying, I don't have fishing people in my life, so that's a bit better, having that connection there. Oh, I like that. And then this is looking a little bit more haphazard. Oh, I'm liking that. It kind of makes me want to change the ones at the bottom, which I may actually now do. And hopefully they won't show up too much glue. Okay. Actually really like that. There's a little bit of glue residue there, but I'm pretty confident I can get rid of it. So this really isn't haphazard, but it is in a bit more of a pattern that I like. Okay, I've got that one off. I will just use my adhesive remover to remove any residual glue that I don't cover up. Okay, so popping this under here like so. Okay, I'll grab my adhesive eraser now. Unfortunately, Stampin' Up! Don't sell them anymore, but I do find them very helpful. So my one is covered in adhesive, is many years old, and as it goops up, I either pull off the glue or I just snip the edge. So like that one, I can either, that did just pick off, or I can snip the corners. This did used to be square, and over the years I have snipped the corners as required. Okay, and then I'm just going to add our last one there, and I think that's a really nice cluster of the 3. What do we think? Do we like this layout a little better than my original idea? We're going to be different on our second card because we have a larger sentiment. Oh, just a piece of vellum just adds something. I really like it. Okay, so now I'm really going to cheat, and I'm going to go right up. Yes, I know there is vellum in between all of these, but I think I just will get better adhesion if I have all of these strips down the back. Okay, I don't think you'll be able to see it at all. Also, a great way of using scraps. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, could use some pebbled puff here, or sorry, my arm going across here. Do have some bling. That's blueberry bushel. Not sure that blue is going to work. I do have my brushed metallic dots. They will work really nicely, especially this bronzy one. So I'll leave those there, but that is that card done. I think I'm going to do the vellum idea again because that worked so well. So I will cut another card front size, and we will see what we come up with this one. Oh, thank you, Bev. You like the browns? Yes. But we're going to go blue with this one. So exactly the same except for the sentiment. But we'll see what kind of look we get out of this one. So just going here. Pop that scrap piece back in. That's slid all the way back in, and I'm going here. Okay, so now I do have bling. Okay, which ones do you think will work best, Jody? Was that the metallic ones or the... See, I'm really going between the in-color dots and the brush metallic. I just think these are a little too blingy for a masculine card, especially because we've used no shine or anything like that. So tell me, in-color dots or metallic dots while we get going on the card front of our second card. Okay, so we've done the guts of this card. And so we're going to start with the sentiment again. I think that worked really, really well. And I do have space to, because these are in the middle, I do definitely have space to tuck the squares in. So that's fairly centered. I can't whinge at that. Not perfect, but not too bad. So let's get around. Do you know what? I even could go diamonds because directionally that'll then make that up and down, which kind of works as well. So I could use 3 diamonds at the top and then 3 diamonds at the bottom. Actually, don't mind this at all. I know it's looking very bland on here, but once we pop it on the blue, I think it'll come up beautifully. I actually quite like that. I like that quite a lot. That's something very different. Oh, thank you, Jody. Okay, Shari's saying the metallic. Okay. Oh, in color dots, rustic, in color, metallic. How about we use 1 set on each? Because I've picked out 2, we can use 1 on each card. Okay, let's get gluing. So I'm going to pull these 2 out. I'm going to start with the 4 around the embellishment cluster, around the sentiment first. So 2 really easy ideas to use inchies. And look, you could cover a whole background with these. No one's saying that you can't have these covering the whole background, because that would look really, really cute. Although I think I still want this going across and not up and down. Right. And then this one. And I don't mind having that blank space around the sentiment. I was so close, yet so far. There we go. And then this can just nestle in there. That's fairly even-ish. Great. This one, I think the netting one looks a little bit different, but I'm still real. Yes, exactly, Sandy. I've created scraps doing these, but I did just want to do some masculine cards, and I've got this paper, but I don't have the stamp set or dies, and I still have other ideas, because one of the dies is a tackle box, and you can definitely make your own tackle style box without having the die. So that is something I will probably do as well, using the designer series paper. Okay, I think that one's okay. They don't have to be perfect, they just need to be on there, because really, is a guy going to notice? Because I haven't even used any linen thread or the Essentials Baker's Twine. That would also work really, really well on here as well. Okay, I think I've kept these fairly even. I'm not sure who I am, but yeah. So the only paper that we flipped was this one, because it's going on to a blue, the Misty Moonlight card base. I didn't want the squares to be too blue. Of course, I just made that go back. Oh, come on, just feed. Thank you. Ha, gotcha. Right, I'm fighting this today. There we go. Right, and this is just a map print of, it's a fishing map. So that can go just like so. Now the question is, do I snip off this top diamond, or do I just leave it going over the edge of the vellum? I don't mind it going over the edge of the vellum actually. I think that looks quite nice that it's broken the edge. I almost kind of want to cut 2 more diamonds and pop them in here, but then no, leave it as is. Leave it as is. Okay, let's attach this. So I'm going to do the same thing I did last time and just go over those in between bits. No one's going to notice that we have gone over the middles of those, only we know. Okay, and then make sure my card is opening properly. I've made many left-handed cards in my time. Oh dear. Hello, Bev. How are you? You would leave it, Corinne. Okay. Come on. Thank you. Tried very, very hard to be nice and neat there. That will have to do. Okay, so that is down. Right, so I'm thinking I'm actually might be changing my mind, guys, but I don't think this is boho blue, but I just don't think the blue is quite right. Let's stick with what we had chosen. So I kind of like the pebbled path ones on here, and I am going to grab my weeding hook, take your pick tool, because it is going to help me immensely in getting these ones off. So this is going to help me just fill out these edges that I have here. Just want to push it to the edge. So, and then just tinsy one. So you can see there I have filled out that side in a triangle fashion. And then maybe just two on this side. Don't mind these types of things tucking under. And then I will grab this little one, and this can go just up there. So that's our Misty Moonlight one finished. I'll just try and catch these in the light because they look much darker than they are. There you go. They look much darker than what they actually are. Thank you. I'm not too bad, Bev. Got the house to myself, so we're partying. in a very sedate card making way. Okay, so now I'm going to take, these are actually a fairly similar colour, and I have one little lone one in here which I want to use, but of course it doesn't. There we go. Must have done a class and I just had some of these left over. Okay. Okay, damn you. Okay, so that little strip can go in the bin. I cannot tell you how long that little strip has been hanging around. Makes me very, very happy to have it finished. I think I'm just going to leave this one at 3. I think that looks perfect to me anyway. And that is that one. Do just have a little bit of muck here. There we go. That's gone now. So, kept this one a little simpler. Oh, hello, Felicity. Oh, yes. Yes. The new craft tools. I'm pretty sure they're called craft tools. Just let me check here. I've got the catalogue up here next to me. Pick. Take your pick tool. It is called the Crafter Tips, and you've got this hook and a straight edge. The straight edge is just on the inside, and you've got the craft knife, and you also get a perforating tool, which I haven't used yet. But yeah, I did buy a brand new handle to house these tools, and I'm loving how useful the weeding. It is weeding. It's a weeding tool. I'm loving how much I'm using it. And I was using it just because I had it on my desk because I was using it a little earlier. So yes, I'm glad you like these cards. And they're a very nice addition to the card we did on Tuesday. So this is the card we did on Tuesday. And these are the two we've made today. So totally different kinds of cards, but they all work as masculine cards. Here on YouTube, I have put up the replay video of my Tuesday Facebook Live, so you can view it here. So what have we used? We used the Let's Go Fishing Designer Series paper, and I used all 6 designs. For stamps, I used the Wishing You the Brightest Birthday from Cheerful Daisies, and I used the Something Fancy from, this Happy Birthday from Something Fancy. So they're our 2 stamp sets, and I used the matching Something Fancy dies. So we use this one and this one to cut our sentiments on the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And the embellishments we used are the 23 to 25 in color dots. It does only have, oh no, it does have another set, but I did give it to someone. I cut off my boho blue. I was wondering why there was only 4. I did lend them to my team leader because she needed them for a project. And we used the brush metallic adhesive back dots. I just call them brush metallic dots. So we used those. If you want to purchase any of these products, the Designer Series paper is currently 15% off until the end of June. And everything is available in my online store. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Also, don't forget to make sure you've given me a thumbs up. That helps other people find my channel and join in with us when we do craft live, and make sure you are subscribed so you get notifications of when I am live, because I know about 50% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So I would love you to follow me and then be able to catch my videos more often. Oh, that's awesome, Felicity. I'm glad I gave you... No, I didn't get the bundle either. I've only got the paper. So I had to think a little bit differently on how I could use the paper, because... how I could use the paper without the stamp or die sets. So I'm glad that helped you. Everyone have an amazing weekend. I have my team meeting coming up this weekend, and on Saturday there is a demonstrator event online. So I will be very busy doing all of those, and I will be back on Tuesday on my Facebook Live. If you can join me over there at 12 noon, same time as I go live here, but on Tuesday. If not, I will see you on the replay video here on YouTube. I shall catch you later. Thanks for joining. Bye.